Hello, everyone. Hello. How you guys are doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. Hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday. How you guys are doing? So I wanted to get on here because, of course, I want to share the daily text scriptures with you guys. All right, so I receive daily texts, which I am actually so glad that I do. I think this is an awesome, amazing, like a future to the JW app. All right, it's amazing how you can receive like daily Bible scriptures on a daily basis. I absolutely love it, and you get all of that for free. Like there's no cost, no subscription fee or anything like that. You get that at no cost to you, to just receive Bible scripture. So if you're a person that just been really struggling with reading the Bible every day, but you want to read the Bible every day, but you just it's been a really like a struggle for you to do so, this is a great way, being able to receive daily texts, and it kind of gets you in the habit, create that habit for you to be able to read scriptures on an everyday basis. All right. And so anyway, I love to share. Well, I am starting. This is be my second time doing this, but I want to start creating, just going live, if I can, and just sharing the scripture with you and sharing my thoughts, and everything. And so so let's get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you the scripture. This scripture is from 1 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 4, and it just says, concerning the eating of food offered to idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, right? And so that's the scripture. All right. And so basically 1 Corinthians verse 4, and this is off the New World Translation. It just teaches that idols are not real gods. Although many people worship idols or false gods, there is only one true God. Jehovah, the Apostle Paul. Okay, so let me rewind. Let me go back. Okay, so you guys know that there is only one God, right? So which is Jehovah. Okay, so he is the only true God. All right. And so basically this scripture here, it just teaches that idols are not real gods. They're not real gods. And although many people do worship idols, okay, which also another term is false god. All right. So I just kind of want to back that up because I was starting to go a little too fast. All right. So sometimes I tend to do that, and I have to kind of like rewind back. All right. All right. So the Apostle Paul, reminded Christians not to be influenced by the beliefs of the people around them. All right. So today's thought, there is only one true God. So that is what today's thought is. When it comes to the scripture. All right. So just know that there is only one true God, which is Jehovah. All right. And so in the 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 4, Paul reminds us that idols have no real power because there is only one true God. Again, Jehovah. This helps us to keep our worship pure and reminds us to give our devotion only to him. All right. So we want to make sure we give our devotion only to him. So today, most people may not bow down to carved idols, but other things can become more important than Jehovah. Okay. So I want you guys to kind of think about this. All right. Try to sit and kind of process this a little bit. All right. So keep in mind that, in today's world, people are probably not bowing down to carved idols, but other things can become more important than Jehovah. All right, and we want to be careful of that. We really, really do. Okay, so when I say other things can become more important than Jehovah, that can be such as money, popularity. All right, so we gotta be careful. Entertainment, or even careers. All right, this scripture encourages us to examine our priorities and ask ourselves, is Jehovah still first in my life? That is the question that this scripture really kind of helps us to be able to ask ourselves that type of question. And that's the question we should always kind of like ask ourselves, so that way we keep ourselves in check. Keep ourselves in check, right? So is Jehovah still first in my life? That is something that we need to always ask ourselves, because that way that kind of helps us to, to be aware and to stay aware. Be aware and stay aware. To know, to make sure that we're not putting anything before Jehovah, because we never want to do that. We never want to put anything before God. We don't want to put anything, period, over God. And there's times where we probably do, and it may not even be intentional, but sometimes it can happen. It can easily happen, because we live in the world that is wicked and just it's just so much, right? And so we can, without realizing it, start putting things first before Jehovah, and we just don't want to do that, right? So that's why it's important to always kind of ask yourself that question. All right, is Jehovah still first in my life? All right, when we keep Jehovah first, we experience peace, we experience a direction, and the joy that comes from true worship. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so when we keep Jehovah first, there's more peace, there's more direction, and of course, and there's joy. Joy comes from true worship. All right, so so I have a discussion question for you. All right, so I had one when I went live, I think on Monday. I think it was just Monday when I went live, and so I have another question for you guys. All right, so this question, and I just want you to think about this question. And of course, you are more than welcome to answer the question down in the comments, or if you feel like your answer is more personal or more of a private, if you feel like your answer is more private or whatever, and you prefer to private message me, you're more than welcome to do that too. But also, you are certainly more than welcome to down in the comment to answer this question, right? And it's a question that I do have, all right? And it's, what are some things today that could become like idols if we are not careful in how we make sure? Okay, let me rephrase this question. Okay, so what are some things today that could become like idols? Okay, that's the question there. If we're not careful in how we make sure Jehovah always come first in our lives. Okay, so basically, what are some things that can become idols? Like, that's the answer I want you to provide down in the comments, or you can private message me if you prefer to private message me, all right? But what are some things that can become idols, all right? And I want you to really think about this and not just put anything down. I want you to think about this and process this, just because, a lot of things that you may not be aware of can become idols, okay? Like I said, I mean, it could be a lot of things, okay? Like entertainment, anything, all right? Believe it or not, our phones can become an idol, all right? If we're so focused on our phone, and so and it's keeping us from reading the Bible or to build that relationship with Jehovah, our phones can even be considered as an idol. So we want to be careful of that. We really, truly, truly do. All right. And so I just want you to answer this question if you want to, down in the comments. And of course, if you prefer to answer private, if you prefer to, you rather private message me because you feel like your answer is a little bit more personal, you're more than welcome to do that also. All right, but that is really it. that's really all I think I have to say regarding this. I just want you guys to be just to be aware, that you're not putting other things before Jehovah, all right? Because this scripture is a really good scripture, all right? And I think that that is something that, you know, this scripture could be definitely helpful with reminding us. And that's what Paul was doing. He was reminding us that idols have no real power because there is only one true God, all right? And so this helps us to keep our worship pure, and it reminds us to give our devotion only to him, only to God, all right? So that is it. That is it. So that's all I really have to say. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing, beautiful, blessed day, and we talk soon.